Hi, ladies. Good morning and welcome back to God's Grace for Single Mothers. I apologize, I've been gone for a while. It was premeditated, but I'm back now, and I have made some plans for when I will not be available, so that these video encouragements will continue to come to you uninterrupted. Well, I hope you have been doing okay. Today, I want to talk to you about the blessing of our children and how we should make that a part of our lives, daily lives, with our kids as a way of tapping into God's grace and appropriating the gifts that He has for us and our children. If you look in the scriptures, you'll see that certain families that have stood out in history have a certain practice, a practice of the parents blessing the children, either when the children were going to go away on a trip or when the parents were dying. So, for example, families like Isaac and Jacob and Esau. I know a lot of people are surprised that Jacob, who is a deceiver, as it were, ended up being the one that was chosen. But you can trace it back. You can also see that he was living out the blessing of his father upon his life. And then you go into Genesis 48, and there you encounter Jacob passing down blessings to his sons. And you see later on in life that the blessings were lived out by the children. What is a blessing, really? I think that's the first thing we need to talk about. A blessing is a prayer that a person prays on behalf of someone else, asking God's favor on their life. And right here, we're talking about God's grace for single mothers. What more effective way to experience God's grace than to have God's favor on you and your children? When God's favor is upon you, you have no choice. Just like Jacob, no matter what the circumstance, no matter how bad the background, the children are going to do well. So I want to give you that encouragement today, and I want to say, learn how to pray prayers of blessing and favor on your children when they leave out from your presence to go to school, go away on a trip, even when they go to bed. It takes just a minute. And if you're looking for resources to help you, I want to encourage you to go to this website. It's called Moms in Prayer, Moms in Touch. And they have different prayers that you can use either as part of a group of moms praying for their children, or you can use it on your own. And I hope that this helps you and you'll begin to see transformation in your life, in the life of your children. And more importantly, those prayers are going to follow them all the days of their lives. I am a product of the prayers of my parents. I remember so many times in life when I was setting out either to go to college or leave away on a trip. In my culture, it is the practice to go and ask a prayer or blessing from the elder in the family. And depending on who I was, whether my mom or my dad, I would go and ask a prayer. And they would lay their hands on my head and they would pray for me. And I noticed that wherever I was, it didn't matter what the challenges were. Somehow I made it through. I knew I was riding on the prayers of my parents. So I want to encourage you, go out and do the same for your children. And God bless you. I'll be here next week.